so you saw the IMDEC promotional there, and there's a conference that's coming up. And I'll be joined in the studio this morning by Dr. Angela Maneko Lamte, who's the CEO for the Center for Strategic and Defense Studies, Africa, as well as a senior lecturer with the Department of Marine and Fisheries Sciences at the University of Ghana. I've also been joined by Lieutenant Commander Dorothy Osei Anaso. She's the coordinator of the International Maritime Defense Exhibition and Conference, and as well as Rose Vera Nsian, who's the Stratcom lead with NIMS. Ladies, you're all welcome.
Thank you.
All right. So tell us about this conference, first of all, exactly why this conference is happening.
I think that should be the
so I think I'll answer
Go
this
ahead.
conference. So the International Maritime Defense Exhibition and Conference seeks to bring stakeholders within the maritime industry together to have discussions on issues bordering on the maritime sector. So we seek to address solutions to the insecurities within the maritime sector.
Okay.
We bring in cutting-edge technologies. We have chiefs of navies coming together to network and share ideas. So that is what the International Maritime Defense Exhibition and Conference is about.
Okay. Rosemary, NIMS's role in all of this, just talk to us about.
Okay. NIMS, as abbreviated, is National Integrated Maritime Strategy. This strategy has been developed to bring collaboration between all the maritime institutions or sectors. You agree with me that we have the Navy doing a bit there. We have also Marine Police, we have Ghana Maritime Authority, we have GPHA, we have shippers. And it looks like every organization is doing their own thing in the maritime domain. The NIMS is supposed to bring a collaboration, one blueprint, a document that will formulate policies that will guide every institution to erase all the gray areas in the maritime domain for Ghana.
Okay. Doctor.
Okay, so I'll start with why NIMS, how it came about. So in 2015, there was a joint assessment team comprising of members from Ghana Maritime Authority, Ministry of National Security, to, conduct a maritime threat assessment to find out if Ghana's maritime domain is safe or not. And they realized that without an overarching strategy to synergize all the activities within the maritime space, then our maritime security is compromised and it will threaten blue economy interests. So further to that, in 2016, with the help of the US government, there was a joint country assessment plan, with a security governance initiative also implemented here in Ghana. And they also identified maritime security as one of focal areas for Ghana. So these happened in the previous government. Of course, there was a change in government, and they also felt there was a need to pursue this dream. So in 2018, they put together the National Maritime Technical Working Group, which Rose V and myself are members of the Technical Working Group. Of course, we are proud members. And we've been working since 2018 till date. So in 2022, the document was ready after going through a lot of drafts, reviews, intersectoral consultations. And of course, we had help from US government, from Danish embassy, Norwegian embassy, and other experts from various countries. We also drew inspiration from the SDGs. And then the African Union Maritime Strategy, the Lome Maritime Charter, which I was one of the experts that put it together. I'm proud to say that also. And various charters, including that of Nigeria. They launched theirs about 3 years ago. So we picked inspirations from all these, including the SDGs, and put the document together. So we are here today to, of course, let the public know that we've had cabinet approval. The president has approved and has given us the authority to launch it tomorrow. So we are proud of how far we have come.
Great. Rosemary, so it's happening tomorrow?
Yes.
What time, venue?
10 o'clock at the Navy headquarters,
Actually,
Burma Hall.
Burma Hall.
Burma Hall.
Burma Hall.
At
Okay.
Burma Camp.
At Burma
Yeah.
Camp. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And let me ask you, Lieutenant Commander, the impact. What are we expecting as a result of this IMDEC?
Okay.
So for the conference, we stick to improve the collaboration between navies. You know, the sea has no borders, and whatever happens in one country affects the other. So we seek to learn from each other.
Okay.
What is one country doing better than the other?
Okay.
What are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? And how do we all move forward to better secure the Gulf of Guinea?
Okay.
That is what we seek to address. We've already made a lot of successes within the past 10 years. So for this conference, we are going to have an audit of a Yaoundé architecture,
Okay.
which brought together navies within the Gulf of Guinea
Okay.
to collaborate, to put down the boundaries that prevented them from working together.
Okay.
We are going to have an audit of that and see how far we've come.
Okay. All right. Now, is this program open to the general public?
No, it is
It's
not.
It's not. Okay.
It is not, but we've ensured that we've included everybody in the
Every
maritime,
stakeholder.
every
Okay.
stakeholder,
Okay.
including the media, of course.
Okay.
Everybody
Now,
who
it's
needs to be there is
going to be there.
going to
Okay.
be there.
So it's both a conference and an exhibition.
Yes.
Who are some of the exhibitors we're expecting?
We have exhibitors exhibiting different kinds of technologies. We have drones, we have radars, we have softwares that are going to help us to not necessarily be physically at sea, but we can monitor
Okay.
on machines.
Okay.
It takes a lot, it's very expensive to actually move a ship to sea. So we are trying to cut down costs.
Okay.
So that is what we expect to see.
Okay. And I presume a program of this magnitude would have some eminent guests. Yeah, who are some of the names you could mention?
Well, we have all the heads of institutions of the maritime sector coming,
Okay.
and we have the overall boss of the nation also representing
Okay.
our president.
Oh, the president will be guest of
Yes,
honor?
the president is going
He's the
to
guest of
launch
honor.
He's going to launch it,
their names.
actually.
And we
Okay.
have chiefs of navies from across the world, over 20 of them.
Okay.
We have other stakeholders, like they mentioned, coming in. So it's going to be quite a big event.
Fantastic.
Our supporters,
Yes, go
the
ahead.
international supporters will be around, especially the U.S. Embassy.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Norwegian, Danish embassy, they're
Okay.
all there. And we have our various ministers, national security, transport are also present.
Okay.
And we have academia also
Yes,
there.
yes.
We wish we would have invited students, so maybe next year.
From Maritime University and so on.
Yes,
right? Yeah,
absolutely.
anyway. All right. So, any final thoughts? Any final words?
Okay, for me, I just want to say a big thank you to all the stakeholders that helped to put names together. We had various personnel from the various ministries, departments, agencies. We have Interior, we have Marine Police, Ghana Navy. We had personnel from Ghana Maritime Authority, Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority, academia, and then 3 major CSOs: Center for Strategic and Defense Studies Africa, Center for Maritime Law and Security Africa, and then Gulf of Guinea Maritime Institute. And then we had people like Phil Heil from the U.S. Navy also helping. We had the Nicktoon and various embassies, the Danish and Norwegian embassies, and then American embassy, not to forget. And then various individuals from various sectors who were also co-opted as and when they were needed,
Okay.
also played a major role in putting the document together. So I have to thank all of us. We all did a great job. No one was paid to do this job, but the zeal with which we all tackled it,
Yeah.
should tell you that we are ready to serve our nation.
Wonderful.
So just to say a big thank you to all the team members.
Well, fantastic. Lieutenant Commander?
I encourage all stakeholders to follow the IMDEC website on imdecafrica.com. All the agenda is there, all the programs will be there. And I also encourage the media that after the conference, please publicize it for us. There's a lot that Ghana does not know about the maritime sector.
Yeah. Will the exhibition last beyond tomorrow?
It's tomorrow and Wednesday.
And Wednesday, okay.
It ends on Wednesday.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Any final thoughts from you, Rosemary?
Okay, for me, I would say that we will need the support of the media and social circles to ensure that names is published and publicized. We need to give it the necessary publicity that will get it to the grassroots for the whole nation to know that we have a developed document that is going to streamline activities of the maritime industry. Like Angela said, we have other nations who have come up with theirs. And you know, Ghana, we have issues because we don't have such documents guiding activities. You have several organizations doing almost the same thing. You can talk about maritime security. GMA is doing part, GPHA is doing part, Navy,
Police,
and then sometimes it brings unnecessary competition. And so this document is supposed to ensure that all the gray areas are leveled out. Everybody knows what exactly is expected of their organization and brings cohesion instead of separation.
All right. Fantastic. Thank you very much. We've been speaking with Dr. Angela Manekuo Lamte. She's the CEO of the Center for Strategic and Defense Studies. We've also been speaking with Lieutenant Commander Dorothy Osei Anaso, coordinator for the IMDEC, and Rose Vera Insia. She's the Stratcom lead with NIMS. We'll take a quick break. Thank you very much, ladies.
Thank you.
Right back.